The footage is shaky, shot on a cell phone, and the image is fragmented by a flickering flame. It shows a young woman moving through a building's shadowy halls, past peeling wallpaper and broken blinds. As she approaches a staircase, the image stabilizes slightly. We see her turn toward us, her face pale and drawn. Suddenly, a man appears behind her, reaches out and grabs her shoulder. He pulls her away from the camera, his face hidden in the shadows. Then they disappear into the darkness. For a moment, we hear the woman scream, then silence. The recording ends. Is this just another terrifying ghost story, urban legend, or is it something more? Well, in today's video, we're going to explore the darker side of our world, where the line between myth and reality blurs. So, watch this video if you dare. If you like your videos unexplained and your stories truly scary, be sure to subscribe so you'd never miss an upload. Let's dive into the darkness together. January 2013. Elisa Lam arrived at Los Angeles International Airport. She was excited to start her vacation. Over the next few days, she would travel to San Diego, Santa Barbara, and San Francisco. Traveling alone made her feel independent. Plus, she had her vlogger skills to keep her company. Elisa created YouTube videos about her experiences and posted them on her blog. Her online persona was fun-loving and carefree. But behind the scenes, things were different. Elisa struggled with depression. According to her friends, she was very sensitive and often overwhelmed by daily tasks. At the time, she was taking medication for bipolar disorder and other mental health problems. Although she seemed happy in her videos, many viewers felt something was amiss. On January 26, 2013, Elisa checked into the Cecil Hotel. Despite its reputation, she seemed optimistic about her stay. However, when she got to the room, she noticed a strange detail. The keycard didn't work. After several attempts, she managed to get inside. The room was far from perfect. Among other things, the carpet was stained, and the sink was leaking, but it didn't bother her much. Elisa left the hotel soon after arriving, probably to explore the area. She ate at a local cafe and walked along the streets. On January 27, she visited the Last Bookstore, a popular spot in downtown LA. She wandered around, browsing the aisles. Security cameras captured her looking for something in particular. One employee remembered seeing Elisa holding a book on mythology. Could she have been searching for answers in the pages of the book? Or was she simply killing time? Sadly, we'll never know, because just hours later, Elisa was back in the elevator, a small space with gold walls, red carpeting, and tarnished brass. The elevator was old and creaky, but it seemed like an ordinary elevator. However, surveillance footage revealed something disturbing. Elisa entered the elevator alone, but there were signs of someone else inside. First, the button panel was damaged. Someone had pressed all the buttons, both up and down. Then there was the sound of scratching. It was faint, almost inaudible, but it suggested someone else was in the elevator. Was she imagining these sounds and sights? Or was there a secret presence watching her? The footage cuts out, but we can imagine her growing fear as the doors open and close. The scratching continues. Whatever was in the elevator was moving around, getting closer. Just before the doors opened, we saw a black mass form in the corner. It looked like a humanoid figure, but it was hard to make out the details. Elisa's eyes widened in fear, as she realized she wasn't alone. Then the door opened and she took a step back. As it closed, she could hear breathing, heavy and labored. She reached for the alarm button, but it didn't work. Whatever was inside the elevator was trapping her. The air grew cold, and a strong wind blew through the shaft. She could feel a presence beside her, something dark and evil. She tried to call for help, but her voice was drowned out by the scratching and the breathing. Just as suddenly as it began, the elevator lurched to a halt. The doors opened and she stepped out, but whatever had followed her from the room was still there. It reached out a hand and pulled her into the darkness. Elisa vanished without a trace. In the days that followed, police searched the hotel thoroughly, but found no evidence of foul play. They believed she had checked out and moved to another location, but her family knew better. They had received strange phone calls from the hotel staff, cryptic messages that hinted at something sinister. As the investigation continued, more secrets came to light. The hotel had a history of violence and tragedy. Over the years, dozens of people had died there, some by their own hands, others at the hands of strangers. But the most shocking revelation was yet to come. The police discovered that the elevator footage had been tampered with. Some parts were missing, crucial moments that could have provided valuable clues. Whoever had tampered with the footage had done a good job, but it raised more questions than it answered. Had Elisa been followed into the elevator by a stalker or a killer? Or was this a random act of violence by a stranger? The search for answers took an unexpected turn when a guest at the hotel reported a strange smell coming from the tap water. It smelled like chlorine, but there was something else, something metallic. When the hotel staff investigated, they found a horrifying sight. Elisa Lam's naked body floating in a water tank on the roof. How had she gotten there? The tank was locked, and there was no way in. The only possible entry point was a manhole, but it had a heavy steel cover. It would have taken several people to move it. But how had Elisa gotten inside? The autopsy report said she drowned accidentally, but there was no explanation for how she ended up in the water tank. Theories abound. Some believe Elisa was the victim of a ritualistic killing, while others think she was the target of a secret government experiment. But the most terrifying possibility is that she was the victim of a supernatural force beyond our understanding. Elisa Lam's death remains a mystery, but the CCTV footage offers some disturbing insights. Some say they see a ghost in the background of the video. It's a shadowy figure standing in the corner of the frame. Is it a ghost, an interdimensional being, or simply a figment of a tired imagination? Well, you decide in the comments section below. Now, as for the creepy video, it's not the only one of its kind. Here are some other creepy videos that will send shivers down your spine. These are the final moments of Stephen Hawking. In the video, he's sitting in his wheelchair and appears to be in pain. He takes a deep breath and then his head drops forward. This is the last known video of Malaysian Airlines flight MH370, before it disappeared. The plane was flying over the Indian Ocean when it suddenly veered off course and lost altitude. All 239 people on board are presumed dead. And this is the last video of Kim Jong-nam, the half-brother of North Korea's leader before he was assassinated. He is walking through an airport when two women approach him and start spraying him with a mysterious liquid. He runs for cover, but soon collapses and dies. Now, what do you think happened to Elisa Lam? Was this the work of a madman, a malevolent spirit, or something else entirely? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. And if you want to see more videos like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button. With that said, let's keep going. Here are some other creepy videos that will give you nightmares. This is a haunted house in Japan. The owner abandoned the home after hearing strange noises and seeing a ghostly apparition. This is a haunted hospital in India. The building is said to be infested with ghosts that roam the halls and interact with visitors. And this is a haunted school in France. The school was evacuated after students and teachers reported hearing footsteps, seeing apparitions, and feeling a cold presence. Now let's move on to some videos that will test your knowledge. This is a clip from a horror movie. Can you name the film and tell me which character is the killer? This is a famous person. Who am I? And this is a scary urban legend. Can you guess where this story takes place? Test your knowledge with these videos and find out how much you really know about the world. That's all for today, folks. Which video scared you the most? Let me know in the comments section below. And if you want more videos like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.